Okay, so hello and welcome to my second chapter of the game tutorial on how to make a game. Okay, that started out wrong, but still. Now we're actually going to code this stuff I was talking about in the first chapter. So I have Visual Studio open. There is a free version out there you can use for that. Just download that and the Game Studio, and it should work. I obviously have it in German. So I'm sorry for that, but yeah, I think you can figure what these things mean. So first we start a new project, which is File, New Project, and if you have the XNA installed, you can choose different languages, and then you get Visual Basic, Visual C Sharp, and Visual F Sharp. And what we want is Visual C Sharp, and we want to make a game. So it's with the XNA Game Studio 4.0. And since you are not necessarily to have a Windows Phone 7, we will do it for a Windows game. Yeah, and we call it my tutorial. Yeah, no, skip the end, just my tutorial. Okay, no. So this is what you will start with. This is the game 1 CS. This is basically the heart of the game. And yeah, now we can dive into it. What we first do is we look at what Windows already got for us in store. So we press F5 for debugging. And what we get is a blue thing, which is nice because yeah, we already got a window, we already got a color, and yeah, we are almost done from here. So what you will notice is there is no mouse cursor, so we will fix that first. And you see here is the graphics stuff in line 24 and 25, and we will add an is mouse visible equals true. Basically, not basically. By the way, if I am coding bullshit, it's probably because I don't know any better. So if you are a really good programmer, or if you are a programmer and I'm doing something wrong, please drop me a mail. Mail should be in the description, I guess. Please drop me a mail and tell me about my errors. I really love to improve my coding. It may not be the most performant code I'm writing here. Sometimes it's annoying that it's not the best code to write, but well, it works for almost all the games I've written so far, which is not that much actually. But you don't always have to write the most performant code in the world for a Windows Phone 7 game. Which is just 2D and stuff. So if I make mistakes and you don't like that, just drop me a mail and I will try to fix that. Okay, so is mouse visible is equal to true, so we got the mouse cursor here, which is nice. But now we want to make a game, and what we will start with is the actual game. So I won't go into the menu right now, I won't go into buttons and stuff, I just want to make or play an actual level, which is the thing the game will revolve around. So I got a little background here, which is quite nice. It's gray, and here these little gray lines. As boundaries, it looks really cool. So I got this called background PNG, and I want to draw it. And if we skip to the code, we see a draw method, which is really like empty, and there's just color. It just clears the screen with a color, and it's cornflower blue, which is lovely. I mean, cornflower blue, but we want to make it black, just to have not blue in there if we miss something. And we should add our drawing code here, so we will do that. First of all, we need the background, and in the XNA stuff you have the content thing, and there you are. There you add. This should be called add in English, I guess. And then we choose an element which is already there and not a new one. I got stuff. Okay, I will just. I have here a couple of images for the game, and I will just paste them here, so they are here, okay. And this is the file background I was talking about, and just we will add that into the content, which is then it just appears in this list. Okay, so basically this is just how it works in XNA, but on other ways, there are other ways to make a game, obviously not with XNA. It's a easy and really great tool to make your first game or to start on that, because it's really easy to pick up. So I'm doing this little introduction on XNA and C# as well. So yeah, we got the background and we want to draw it. So first of all, we need to get the background actually in code. So what we are doing is we are in the class game1, and what we're doing is we create textures. So I will make a quick comment. So textures 2D, and we will start with a texture 2D, and it's called background. Okay. And we have like initialize for initialization logic, and load content, and there's the sprite batch which is created there, which we need later on. So since it's called load content and we need to load a texture, we will do that here. So I will add a quick comment, load textures, and we call it background, so it's background, and we make a new texture, and there's a content manager. It's here, and it's set for the root directory content, which is in the sub project here, and I guess it's somewhere, I don't know. There's just the content manager, you can use it. Okay, it's content load, and what we are loading comes in sharp brackets, so it's texture 2D, and then in the brackets the name of the texture will come in, so it's background without the ending, so without the PNG. Okay, so we have the background texture now loaded, but still if we run the game nothing happens except the thing is black because we made it black earlier. So what we are doing is we are drawing it now, and since I like it a bit cleaned up, we are making our own draw function, which is protected, okay, void draw background, just to make it a little bit organized. Okay, and there we use the sprite batch. So everything you draw will be drawn with by the sprite batch, and the sprite batch, yeah, can draw everything. So what we are drawing, what we are using is the draw function, obviously, and now you see it needs a texture, it needs a rectangle, and it needs a color. So the texture is obviously the background we just created. Then the destination rectangle, we don't need actually a rectangle there. At the second option it's a position as well, and we take that, and you have like a million other choices we will look into further in other chapters. So so what we stick to is the position. So we are creating a new vector, and it has the coordinate 0, 0, because if you take the background and you want to put it on the screen, the up left corner, sorry, is should be aligned with the one we are putting here in the vector. So since this is 0.00 and this is 0.0480 and this is 0.800, we will put this upper left corner into the actual upper left corner in the game. So we make it that way, and color is maybe a bit maybe a bit irritating, but it's white because we are not changing it. So yeah, this should draw the background if we put it in here. So we call draw background as well. And we run the game. And we get an Oh yeah, sorry. Sprite batch need to be the sprite batch needs to be initialized. So what we are doing, sprite batch begin and sprite batch dot end. Okay, sorry. Yeah, that was like a bit embarrassing, but yeah, you will get used to my little bugs. Okay, so we got the background going on, which is quite nice. It works. It looks good. I can move. Okay, I can't move it around. No, I can't move the window. No, I can. Okay, I can. It's just a bit weird. And I can close it again. So we got the first thing drawn, and basically, you know now everything you need to make a game. Obviously, yeah, it's not that easy, but yeah, it's still pretty easy. So in the next chapter, I will talk about creating game content or just building the level. So see you around.